Hello brick sculptors and welcome back to Brick Sculpt. This is Chris and today we are doing part 5 of my bank MOC build. Now you may notice right off the bat I took a step backwards and that's because I'm going to finally try to tackle this facade, and so I started by taking everything off of it. I've already got a few ideas of how I want to do it. I did find a way to correct this issue up here with the gap, and I'll show you that when I put the facade on. But we're going to start fresh so you can kind of see the whole process and all the different snot connections and how that's going to play in. As well as doing the facade in this video, I'm going to start the fire escape. So this side is really boring and monotonous, all just masonry parts. I'm going to try to put a fire escape over here. This is going to be my first attempt at it, so it may need to evolve with the build. But I'm going to try, I think I'm going to do like a door here and maybe a door here. And something, I don't know, we'll see how it turns out. So I'm going to do a fire escape on there of some sort. Hopefully it looks good. If not, we'll take it off. And then I also want to do a few more things. On the top floor here, we've got our skylight. And in this corner, right here, I need to finish this floor, but I want to put a vault right here on the upper floor. This is going to be kind of where like the owner of the bank has an office and a vault, and so it's going to be all the way on the top floor right there. On the second floor, I'm going to plug in some details on here, but I want to put safety deposit boxes on this wall. So that's what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to use a snot technique, so it will probably mess up this look on the outside, but I am going to have a building next to this. You're not going to see this wall. So I can really get rid of as much masonry as I want over here. And it'll still, it'll be fine because you're not going to see that side. Once I have it in my city, I'm going to build a building right up next to it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to do the facade first. And then let's do some of those other details. Alright, so what do you guys think? I know I've had comments on this saying do like a shield, coat of arms, all that, you know. I'm trying to make a pretty realistic looking old bank, so I did want stonework and detail, but I'm not trying to make a palace here. This place isn't going to be clad in gold. I don't really want gargoyles and stuff up here. I just want it to look like a nice old-fashioned building you'd find in the downtown of an old city. So this is kind of what I settled on. I really like how this turned out. I like these. I'm not crazy about this, so I still might work on that. I know this is always like a work in progress. If you're kind of new to these videos, I am trying to show the creative process here. So I'm doing pretty much all of this in real time. This portion I've kind of had a little head start because I've already worked on this a little bit. And in my head, I kind of planned it out. I fixed this gap up here. I really like how these angled pieces run along the top, but I think it's pretty good. Not totally set on this yet. I think I might put a sign on there though, so I kind of like how that juts out like that. So that might stay. I might make it shaped a little better. We'll see. But yeah, not bad. I really like how that facade turned out. Here's kind of a side angle. I'm contemplating in the future maybe adding some lights down here, which I still could do that pretty easily. Maybe on the second story, but probably more just down here at street level. So what do you think? Next, let's go ahead and start working on this fire escape. And my plan is going to be to use black ladders and build off of them. We'll see how it goes. This turned out pretty cool. I really like the look of this. It's not super realistic in that this ladder kind of blocks your access to this ladder, but I guess you could climb down, fold it up, and then go down that ladder. But it looks like a fire escape. These railings I think turned out awesome. These are just droid arms, like this, with a bar across. I had to cut some flex tube for these pieces. I was out of a 3 long black bar, so I'm going to order a few of those to fill in, but the flex tube works fine for now. I also added these little droid arms that go kind of the 2 different directions, and they're straight as a holder. So basically, when you fold the ladders up, they'll clip into that, and I've got it attached by a little bottle topper piece on all of these, and that'll hold the ladder up, also creating the 3rd side of your railing, so somebody could come out here and have a smoke break and not fall to their death. So that's kind of cool. I decided to put one all the way up at the roof too. I don't have roof access on this building, so I guess now that's a way you could get up on the roof. And I think they look cool folded up and folded down. Folded up, they look kind of cool. Just little balconies there. These areas are a little plain. Not sure if I want to put a fire escape door down here or not. I could put another door right here. I think I might do a window here. I need to get more of these tall windows, and I can make a window just like this and plug it in here. I am going to put the vault here, so I can't put a window in this one. So that's going to have to kind of stay like that. But I could put a window here, I could put a window here, I could put another door here. I do need to make some sort of platform. This ladder here does not reach all the way down, but it really shouldn't anyway, because if I were going to put a door here, I need a platform and a couple steps. The reason I'm not building that platform, this base plate is going to lay into my city and butt up to a base plate. So I'd build it on the next one to keep this modular so I can pull it out and work on it. But maybe we'll see that in the future here. I got to figure out a solution there because it's kind of a big drop. But I think just a small little step here. I might even make the whole side of the building have a step at that height. Maybe over here I could put a couple ATMs, outside for after hours. That'd be pretty cool. I think I'll do that. A couple ATMs here. Maybe another door here for a secondary exit to the front door, and then just a platform. So I think that's what I'll work in there in the future here. But overall, I'm really happy how this turned out. I did experiment around with this just a little bit off camera just to try to figure out the logistics of it. But this is the first time I've plugged it into the actual building, and I think it worked really cool. Oh, the other thing, these are just ladders across the bottom. And the way I get those to not fold out, number one, this ladder helps. But if I put the clips right where the rungs are, like for instance, if I move it over here, the whole thing can fold down. But if I put the clips right where the rungs are, probably an illegal building technique, but who cares, then I can get it to where it won't fall down. And one of my biggest fears when building this was it was going to look too bulky. If I started building actual platforms out, and I tried to make it so that walkways, you could avoid the other ladder, this thing would get absolutely huge. And I don't want to distract from the building. I mean, Lego buildings, as you probably know, compared to real-life buildings, are usually quite a bit smaller. Like this bank in real life would be a lot bigger, and it would have a bigger fire escape, but you got to keep things looking small to match the size of the building. So if I went too big on the fire escape, I think it would really look super distracting to the front of the building with having this giant thing jut out. And I think this sticks out just the right amount. It's about 3 plates wide, maybe a little bit more, but it's definitely very see-through, and it's definitely very just attached on the sides. It's not a gigantic part of the structure of the building. So that's kind of why I like it there. We'll go ahead and move on. I think next I'll do the safety deposit boxes and then the safe. So let's start that portion. All right, so this I think looks really cool. This is a technique I've used, and I think a lot of people use for dressers and making furniture. And it's just a bunch of jumper plates. And if you put them on the snot bricks, it leaves a tiny gap here. So it looks like a row of drawers. This is the kind of dull gold color, but I think it looks nice because it looks like a brass door front, like an old bank might have. Don't know if I should have done the whole length of the wall or not, but I think it looks pretty good. I could make it narrower if I need to. I'm thinking at the top of the stairs here, this is the second floor, I'm thinking of putting like a little security station here and a security guard. So like you have to kind of get permission to come up here. Unfortunately, with making this open, it doesn't leave a lot of room for really anything in here other than deposit boxes and like a walkway. Especially if I put a window there, I might be able to put a small like desk and a chair here to have like a consultation. The only alternative is to make this thinner or close this opening like I did on the third floor. Then you won't have that open air. So I think I'm going to leave it like this, even though I won't be able to put much in the second floor. I added this brown trim because I'm going to continue this banister look. I got to get more of these dark brown spindles. When we have those go all the way around the opening and then just a tiled brown top, reddish brown top, I think it'll look really cool then. So that's kind of what I got going on the second floor. And let's go ahead and start the vault on the third floor. Alright, so we have a vault. I did pre-design this door ahead of time because I was just playing around with it and I wanted to make something that looked really cool. And it is a tight fit. It does open, but it takes a little effort. Got the hinges on there, got this kind of dial and the thing to kind of crank it open. I don't know that I love the top. I didn't want the vault to go all the way to the ceiling. I think it'd be hard to see down in it. This is so tall, this story is. But I also, you can't have an open top on a vault. But I also don't know what to do with the top. So maybe I could make like a secret stash up here. Or maybe I just make it all the way to the ceiling and then you can barely see down in it. I don't know. When you have the roof on, the vault does go kind of right to the sunlight here. So I don't know, maybe I need to just make all the way to the ceiling and call it done. But we have a vault. We've got floors. I think we made a lot of progress today. Let's go ahead and put the whole thing back together and kind of show you how far we've gotten. So there it is. I think we've made a ton of progress. The outside is looking almost done. Still got some things to figure out on this side. This side here has got a nice flat section now because of the safety deposit boxes, but again, you're not going to see this. I've been turning the bricks around. I did it on the whole back, so you could see the brick pattern on the inside, and this side I don't care about because that's the back. I probably will do it on these walls too, because you're not going to see this wall. On the outside, I'm leaving the brick on the outside, because in the city, you're going to see the outside pretty much all the time. It's actually pretty rare that I open this up and show somebody without pulling it completely out of the city. So, I mean, the outside has to look the best. The inside can make a few sacrifices here and there. But over here, yeah, I'm going to spin these all around. And just like I did on the back here. But yeah, let me know below what you think. If you got any suggestions for the future. Next step is probably just to continue on the interior. The main level needs a teller's desk. It needs kind of a thing for deposit slips and maybe a little waiting area. Need some security, some offices, and I think it'll be pretty much wrapped up. So maybe 1, 2, 3 more videos. Hopefully 1 or 2, but we'll see. Again, I'm kind of just doing this in real time, so whenever it's done, it's done. Well, that's all for this one. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. If you want to see future updates, definitely subscribe. I'm going to be doing more to finish this bank up here in the future, and we will see you next time.